Hello, my brothers and sisters. Good day, guys. How you guys doing? I hope everyone is well. If there's one thing that people have been talking about it non-stop is China-Africa relationship and the quote win-win. The Chinese are saying that their relationship with Africans or with Africa is a win-win. Some African leaders also share this notion that them working with the Chinese is a win-win. But there's a lot of things to look into when evaluating if the relationship is really a win-win, as they put it. The Chinese are doing a lot of projects in Africa. They are building roads, they are building bridges, they are building buildings, a lot of things, which is great. And I love it. But before I continue with this conversation, please watch this video.
History follows its own rules and logic, with similar fates in the past and a common mission. China and Africa have extended sympathy to and helped each other throughout all the years. Together, we have embarked on a distinctive path of win-win cooperation. Marching on this path, China has followed the principle of sincerity, real results, amity, and good faith, and the principle of pursuing the greater good and shared interests. China has stood together with African countries. Together, we have worked in unity and forged ahead.
Okay, my people, the question is Africa-China relationship a win-win? Are we all winning? As Xi Jinping puts it, that Africa-China relationship is a win for all? Or are there some people winning more than others? I think that should be the question, right? So let's look at it. China is doing a lot in Africa. That is for sure. And if I do not acknowledge it, then I am not being fair. China is doing a lot. China is building a lot of roads, bridges, railway, and so on and so forth, which is great. I think the continent badly needs all these things that China is doing. But let's look one step deeper. China is the one granting most of these loans to African countries for all these projects. And China is the one winning the contract to carry out these projects. And Chinese people are being imported to come to Africa to do this job or to carry out this job. So, how does it benefit Africa? Or how do Africans win? That is the question you should be asking yourself. Now, I'm not against people working in other countries because I, for one, I have been to China and I am in Thailand, so I do work in other people's country. That's not what I'm saying. My problem is, in every country, there are some jobs that are reserved for the nationals. There are certain jobs you cannot import people to do it. And even if you were to import people to do it, you have to give first priority to the locals. So, Africa being what it is, we are badly in need of jobs. So, I think that Africans should be given the first priority to carry out this job. Because it sounds strange. We borrow this money from China, or China gave us this loan, and Chinese firm wins the contract to carry out this project, and they import people from China to come and do this job. And at the end of the day, we are going to pay back the loan to them. So how is that a win-win for us? How is that a win-win? Now we have a road or a bridge that we have to pay this loan to China, whereby they came in with the money, they did the work, they brought their people, whom they paid and the money went back to China. That is the problem. And did I mention that most of the materials to do the job is being imported from China? That is it. So we really need to reevaluate these things. And I cannot really blame the Chinese. No, I cannot blame the Chinese because I think African leaders are to be blamed for this. I have been to China. I have lived in China for years. And there are certain things that you as a foreigner cannot do there. Yeah, you cannot. And there are certain contracts that only national companies will have to take. Foreign companies cannot do or cannot carry out those contracts. So they put rules in place that benefits their people. And that is what all nations should be doing. Always put the people first. So my brothers and sisters, if you really evaluate all these things, then the quote win-win becomes doubtable in your mind. Are we really winning, as they put it? Is the win-win really equal and balanced? Or is one party winning more than the other party? So my fellow brothers and sisters, please share your thoughts in the comment section with us. We would love to hear what you have to say. Is China-Africa relationship or cooperation a win-win? Are the Africans really winning as much as the Chinese? Please let us know in the comment section below. And like always, we love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the topics that we cover on this show. And one more thing, please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do that because we depend mostly on you subscribing, liking, commenting, and also sharing this video. Thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one. Goodbye.